Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is Monday already, and it's about 10 after 2 in the afternoon. And I just want to make a short video. I know I look a mess, and it's been a rough couple days with pain, and anyway. So I wanted to address a couple things. I am eventually going to get my camera out and make a real video on this subject, but for now this will have to do. For those of you who've been keeping up with the Bettie Jo drama, she made her open chat on Saturday night. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to it. I had some things to take care of here at home, and I just didn't have an opportunity to watch it. I did watch part of it yesterday in the late evening, closer to midnight or so, when I posted the video copy of it. That wasn't the complete chat. There's 10 more minutes that I will be adding on to another video and discussing some other things that went on in that chat. But for this video, I'm addressing one person specifically, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of my backstory, what happened with me, how I'm here, and how I came here. So, Melanie Powell, I have no idea who this person is, but she kept stating in the live chat that I'm the one who sent her the message. I have no idea what she was talking about. She said my full name about 25-30 times in Bettie Jo's chat. So, Melanie, if you're watching this, if it was on YouTube that I sent you a message, just let me know, because I have no idea who you are. You're really rather irrelevant at this point. So, but laying that aside, that was really just something I needed to say, because I was getting me annoyed when I was watching the video, and it was like literally every 10 seconds, over and over and over again. I was the one who sent her that message, and she didn't say what message. But anyway, none of that really matters. A little bit of my backstory. My username is 2009 here on YouTube. It's 2009 most other social media platforms. It's 2009 on Twitter. It's 2009 on Vimeo. It's SMAPP07. No, it's SMAPP Loves You Too on YouNow. It's Bubblicious on Periscope. I'm on pretty much every social platform. It's 2009 on Snapchat. If you use any of those platforms, feel free to add me. We'll pretty much add anyone, unless you're like the person that I found out yesterday who Bettie Jo was pretending to be someone else, and that's how she was spying on the different channels and she was chiming in groups because she wouldn't show her real name. Because when you watch Bettie Jo's video, she has her daughter or her niece or whoever it was stick their hand up there to cover the name that she's watching it in a group with. So that means that she's using an alias to view other groups and see when they're talking about her. But anyway, I need to really just move on from that, because I have another video coming soon. I collected some more information, but I did not ask for permission before I hung up on the phone with this other company. So I'm going to be talking with them on probably Monday. I think I'll call today, well, probably tomorrow, and see when a good time for me to call back is, and to actually talk to somebody there. I do have some email transcripts that are back and forth, and it's completely clear who it's from. But anyway, going back to what I was talking about. 2009, which is my username, I had the gastric lap band. I had a LAD procedure when I was a kid, when I was 13, which basically means your intestines are tied in knots. They have to go in and open you from under your breastbone to underneath your belly button, and they pull everything out, and then they put it back in, and all of my organs were flipped at that time. The easiest way to put them back in is backwards. So, I really wasn't a candidate for gastric bypass at that point. The doctor didn't want to transit, so I had the lap band, and I was very successful. I loved my lap band. It did a lot of good for me. It kept my meal sizes small. But eventually, as most people who had the lap band, it ends up happening to them. I was down to goal pretty much. I was like 15-20 pounds away from goal. I had my paniculectomy, which is not a weight loss surgery. It's basically removing the fatty tumors from your lower stomach that hangs down there like a skirt. And they removed about 15 to 20 pounds. So that was hip bone to hip bone, and then from my chest, what is it called? Your sternum, down to underneath my belly bone. It's basically an anchor incision is what it's called. And they removed a lot of the skin and some fatty tumors that had collected there. About 3 months after I had the skin removal, I started getting very sick. My incisions weren't healing, and they really couldn't give me an answer why. It kept gathering this poison fluid up underneath it. They would stick a needle into it and drain it out, and it would be like a lot of fluid every time. So eventually I ended up at the emergency room at the hospital where my surgery was done at, which is Barnes in St. Louis. And the doctor basically did a swallow test, just like an upper EG, or it's upper EG, yeah. Where they have you drink this milky kind of stuff, and then they take a picture of where it's going and where it's landing in your stomach. So he saw right away that my band had eroded. It had slipped and eroded, and it actually ate through my stomach, and the liquid that they kept drawing off from all the empty cavities was all infection, all the stuff that had gathered in my stomach from it being infected. My band had broken into 5 pieces. It was all inside of my stomach except for the port. They had to go in and open me up, take out the port and the tubing, and then they had to go in 3 other times through my mouth to take out all the pieces. I wish I would have got my lap band back. I know a lot of people get them now. I saw that, I can't place your name though. You guys know who I'm talking about. She posted on Facebook about getting her band back and seeing what it looked like after surgery. But anyway, they ended up going back 3 times to take out the band and finally got it all out. But when you have an eroded band, you have lots of scar tissue, you have lots of issues, and they usually make you wait. My surgeon makes you wait a year after removal to have a revision. So I had a revision in December of 2012, December 6, 2012. I had the gastric bypass RNY, and since then, I've been fairly successful. I have a little bit of weight regain right now, which is due to this ankle being in a cast and not being able to be up and move. Not making excuses, that's my own fault. If I wanted to do it, if I had the gumption to get up and exercise, I would do it and get the weight down. But right now, I'm having a lot of issues personally with my mother, who's been very sick. She's still sick. I'm having issues with my ankle, which is the surgery that I had on this foot. I also have a torn meniscus in my left knee, and I have a torn ACL ligament in the right knee. So I need to have both of my knee surgeries done. But for right now, I'm just focusing on getting healed from this foot and then getting back on my meal plan the way that it's supposed to be. And then we'll think about that other surgeries down the road. For right now, it's just the way it is. I'm taking things as they come. But that's my story. That's what's up with me. I had 2 weight loss surgeries. I did have 2 surgeries. A lot of people who have the lap band, either that the lap band doesn't work for them or it works for them and then it fails. So I just wanted to clear that up for Betty Jo, because she made a point of saying that I had 4 weight loss surgeries, which you can't even have 4 weight loss surgeries. You can only have 2, at least in my area, and then they move on. And then you have to make it work. I've seen on YouTube where there's people who have gone through the band didn't work, they revised to the gastric bypass, and then they revised to the gastric sleeve, and I could never do that. I've lost 374 pounds since my highest weight, and am I a goal? No, I'm not a goal, but I am happy enough, and I think once my foot gets fixed and I get out there and exercise, because I have the ability, I know that I can. It hurts, of course it hurts, but I have the ability. That's just the way it is. I will be making more videos soon. I'll be making another video about my current weight loss as soon as this cast comes off on the 31st, and I can step on the scale and see what I actually weigh. My clothes are kind of slimming on me, so I have a feeling that I've lost weight. I have a lot of nausea and stuff, so since surgery, but that's just part of the taking the medications, and I'm on anti-inflammatories, I was on Toradol for a while, which is supposed to be safe with the gastric bypass. They don't recommend you stay on any NSAIDs for very long, but Toradol is just a 4-day treatment, and it's supposed to reduce the inflammation in the joint. And I had a lot of inflammation in this joint, and I still have 2 incisions that are infected. I just got a 3rd round of clindamycin to try to kick that, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to start blogging too, I think, because I just have some things I need to talk about, and maybe it would be easier to talk about them if I write them down instead of actually get on video and discuss it. Unless I started giving myself notes, which I could do that too. I guess there's people who do that. I've watched videos of people who take notes and like hit all the right points. But anyway, I think that's it for me today. I will see you guys soon, and I'm going to update my blog and maybe change the title and decorate it and things like that. So I hope to see you guys around. I'm going to put a link down below of Betty Jo's live chat. It's posted on my channel. It's the video before this one. So if you have any interest, you can go watch it on her Facebook, or you can watch it on my channel. The reason why I did that is because she said that she unblocked everyone that she ever blocked, which she did not do, because there's still several people in the groups that I participate in that were still blocked and weren't able to watch her videos. So I hope that everybody is having a great day, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.